I used to be a pastor's wife, and all of my church community really urged me to use strong discipline and spanking with my children. And something about this didn't sit right with me. So I started studying positive psychology, and I used this resource I got at the college to read a 90-page summary of every study ever done on positive versus negative reinforcement, specifically regarding how discipline affects children short-term and long-term, depending on how you discipline. What I found is that parents who spank or use really heavy discipline in their house, their kids will listen better in the short term, especially under the ages of 7 and 8. But those kids later on, when they become teenagers especially, and adults, are less likely to listen to authority and are more likely to become problematic teenagers and adults. They were more likely to SA, more likely to abuse others, more likely to be violent. If you're hit as a kid, it teaches you that there are scenarios where it is okay to hit later. It's up to your discretion as an adult who and who not to be violent towards. Kids also were obedient out of fear. The kids who are taught with gentle parenting or positive reinforcement had a totally different outcome. They were more wild, carefree kids and less likely to listen to authority under the age of 10. But as teenagers, they were more likely to listen to authority, less likely to get into big trouble. They listen out of understanding. They ask questions. When my husband was a teenager, all of his siblings and him were supposed to build a treehouse, but none of them helped. And at the end, when he did almost all the work, his parents took him out, just him. He was one of 5, to go eat a meal at a restaurant. They said, "You're so hardworking, and we just want to reward you and acknowledge that you did this. You did all the work, and we're proud." This is a core memory for my husband. He goes back to it and he's like, "I'm really hardworking." And it shaped him to be an extremely hardworking adult. It's like kind of a pivotal point. Positive reinforcement does this. For me, if I have to take something away from my kid, I always give them an opportunity to earn it back. Because when they earn it back, it teaches them that they did something right and they want to keep seeking that reward. That just is what changes your kid's brain chemistry and it makes them want to listen. Something heavy-handed disciplinarians have said to me on many occasions is, your kids don't have to like you. You're not your kids' friends. But my parents are my best friends, and they weren't heavy disciplinaries. They really allowed me to be a free spirit. And I equate that to why I own a business. I equate that to why I'm a well-rounded, grounded person. And when I need their help, I feel so safe to reach out to them. And I truly believe that if they were really staunch disciplinaries, I wouldn't feel that comfortable with them. But instead, I'm never ashamed to bring them my problems. I'm never ashamed to stand up for myself to my parents. I trust them. Those are my thoughts on discipline. Let me know your thoughts.